Hello, people. I'm Shubhra Chaturvedi, and you are watching Poetry and You.
Hello, namaste, and a very warm welcome. By now, you are familiar with me. If you aren't, then this is channel Poetry and You. You are watching Abhivyakti with me, that is Shefali Dubey. Our guest for today is the very beautiful and talented Ms. Shubhra Chaturvedi. She is a curvaceous influencer and a plus size model. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Shifali. Thank you so much for having me here. It's
So,
indeed a
ma'am,
pleasure.
how are you?
Well, to be honest, I would say I'm phenomenal. I'm amazing.
Okay. So, I can't wait to jump to your achievements and your journey. So, I would like to ask you, looking at your achievements, what it is like. Is it a matter of pride for you? Or is it a matter of experience for you? Is it a responsibility? How do you feel?
Shifali, to be honest, like you use the word achievements. So when somebody sees you as an achiever, it definitely is a matter of pride. And pride comes with a lot of pleasure. I won't lie, and I think everybody would agree with me that pride gives you a lot of pleasure. So it is definitely a pride and a pleasure for me. But if there is even one person who gets inspired or who wants to get into my footsteps, then I see it as a responsibility also. That I should be conveying the right message and the person should move ahead in the right direction. So it is, I think it is all three. It is a beautiful combination of all three. Yes, it is a pride, it is a responsibility, and it is indeed a pleasure.
So, ma'am, you are the role model of so many people out there. So, I would like to ask you, how has been this journey? I mean, there must have been so many challenges. What do you take down in life from those challenges?
Um, I think taking up challenges is the vibe, is my vibe. That is Shubhra's vibe. And yes, it has been indeed a challenge because, first of all, the first challenge that I faced, Shifali, was to convince my family. Because, my family, nobody had ever done modeling or anything. Not that they don't, they don't approve of it, but it's because I was the first one to get into it. So yes, it was a little difficult convincing my parents and my brother because my brother is a very protective brother, like every brother is. So convincing him, but I think my mother and eventually my bhabi, Shivanjali, Dr. Shivanjali Chaturvedi, they were very strong support. They convinced my father, my brother. So that was the first challenge that I faced. And the second and the most important challenge was that before I was actually getting into it, the thought that Shubhra, will you be able to do justice to it? Right, that was a very very big challenge that it took me a lot of time to contemplate and decide on the pros and cons, that how would it go, and then what would my life be after this, because I'm an educator and I've been an educator for almost a decade now. So getting into modeling was something, it was, they don't go together generally. A model and an educator, they don't go
They're
together.
two completely different things
Yes,
that you are
yes.
doing.
So that was the second challenge, convincing myself. And the third and a very important challenge, Shafali, I was with some very amazing females. I can't even tell you the kind of confidence they exude. Trust me, they would give the conventional models a run for their money. They are so comfortable in their skin, and I got to learn so much from them. So being with them and surviving with them for 4 or 5 days was the third and a very big challenge. That made me learn a lot.
So, are you enjoying?
I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying
You are
my
enjoying
youth.
life.
Yes, yes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. You have one life. Hashtag YOLO, you only live once.
People are not very open to the idea of a plus size model, ma'am. So, when you are conferred with the crown of Ms.Curvy Queen, I would like to ask you to share with us how did you execute things and also became successful despite so many stigmas prevalent in the society?
uh, Honestly, Shifali, when you talk about people, वो कहते हैं ना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे. They would comment, even if you cannot make everybody happy. At the end of the day, the ultimate aim should be that you should be happy in what you are doing. So as far as the stigmas are concerned, if they are anywhere, so though honestly I don't know, but if they, yes, I would agree that people are not very open to the idea of plus size modeling. That's a fact.
We
Yes,
don't see many people.
this is an unheard. Still in Allahabad, to care. I don't think so. There's anybody else. Now
No,
I see a
nobody.
couple of females getting into it, and otherwise, even in our state, as in UP, there are many not. We don't have many plus size models, right? So, but what I feel is, Shifali, that the world is a jungle. You either fight and dominate or hide and evaporate, right? So that is what I strongly believe in. So I wanted to give it a try because glamour, style, it has always attracted me, and I always wanted to see myself walking the ramp, and standing next to a celebrity and being crowned and given a title or something. So yes, that is what inspired me to get into it. And like I say, I don't really much bother about what people are saying about me. It's my life.
That is great.
It's my life, and I want to live it on my terms and conditions. And that is how I've been brought up by my parents. So I really don't care much. You like me, it's okay. You don't like me, even better. I'm not affected.
So your journey is not a cakewalk, as I see. It isn't. So I would like to ask you, you are, an iconic figure. You are an inspiration for us women. So please elaborate on that fact. How do you feel? How is it?
Shifali, thank you for using that word iconic. And I, as a
We
youngster
see you
also,
like that.
I always visualize myself, sitting and giving an interview and being interviewed. And I'm so happy that I could, live my dream, and I'm being interviewed by such a pretty person. So, see, nobody's life is a cakewalk, right? Life is not a bed of roses, as they say. And there are no free lunches. So yes, I had my share of challenges, and there was a time when I was just not this person. I had completely gone off track. I don't want to talk about it, but I think, like I said, everybody's life is a challenge. So yes, it was not a cakewalk, but like I said, taking up challenges is Shubhra's vibe. So that is how I took it all up.
This is the best thing that you took the pains to come out of your shell and do the best, which often women don't try because they are afraid, and they are dominated. Things are there. So, ma'am, after this, you write. We have heard that you write
Yes,
also.
a writer by heart.
A writer by heart. Okay.
Yes.
So recently we have heard that one of your books is being published under the Lab Academia publication. What is this book about?
Thank you for bringing up this question, Shifali. I would really like to take the opportunity here to thank Ms. Naz, who's the director of Lab Academia and Poetry and You, and the entire team, Varsha, Aditya, Shifali, and whosoever is working with the team, for bringing the writer in me back. I was because, like I said, a couple of years back, I was not this person. I was facing some very great challenges of my life. But it was, I think, meeting Naz and getting associated with Lab Academia and Poetry and You was one of the most wonderful strokes of luck that could have happened to me. And that is how my writer's instinct got back to life. And when I came across this opportunity where Lab Academia was asking writers to send in their quotes, and we were given a chance and a platform to get our books published, though this is a secret I'd like to mention here, there is no person who knows about it except for this team of Lab Academia and Poetry and You. No one in my family, none of my friends, nobody knows about it because I've kept it as a surprise for them. Right?
Oh.
Yes. So this book is basically all about the ups and downs that I've faced in life and what I've learned through it. Because I wanted to add a little bit of humor to it, right? So I've tried to do it in a very, very humorous way because I really feel, Shifali, that whenever I am low in life, these one-liners, these punchlines, these quotes, they actually help to pep up my mood. And that is what I have tried to incorporate in this book. I really hope it comes out well.
It will come out well.
Thank you so much, Shifali.
You are successfully running an institute, Teach Rounds. So I would like to ask you, how did you come into being an entrepreneur, and what do you like to convey to our upcoming entrepreneurs?
Shifali, this entrepreneurship, basically it happened, it was just, it happened by chance because in this institute, I joined as an employee. Right? Almost a decade ago. When I was studying and when I was a student, I joined here as a personality development and a spoken English trainer. And gradually, like I said, things fell in place, and I was blessed enough to be able to take up the ownership of this institute. So, this entire thing of edupreneurship is quite new to me as of now. But yes, one thing that I strongly believe in is that every an entrepreneur, you need to believe a lot in the service that you're providing, in your product. Your product should have a very strong connect with your customers and with your audience and the people you are serving to. It should have a very strong recall value. And you should be able to generate a lot of leads, and networking help you a lot. And for networking, I feel you have to be really active and move in the right direction on the social media platforms. So,
Okay, so basically, I have heard that entrepreneurship is not that easy. Like you are leaving something and then you're coming into it. So
I have not left
how?
anything. Like I
Okay.
said, Shifali, I was always into this education, academics, right? Even when I was a student, I got into academics. I was doing my MBA when I started teaching the MBAs. So it has all been a wonderful journey, and things happen gradually. And first, yes, I took a lot of time to convince myself that I'll be able to do it, because running a skills development institute, and that too, which is known to be the best,
In terms of
yeah, yeah. So it was not very easy initially, but like I said, I believed in what I'm delivering. Yes,
that is
but
most
yes,
important. That
yes,
is
yes.
most important.
And I think my students I'm really blessed, because I think I'm blessed with the best of students in the world. I think that is the kind of students I get, because they are all very nice, and they have helped Shubhra become what she is today.
What she is. Okay.
Yes.
On that very note, ma'am, I feel relationships are very important in life. So I would like to ask you, what are relationships for you, and where do you rank them in your journey? How have your relationships helped you in shaping your career and your life?
Okay, Shifali, I called all my relationships, be it my parents, my siblings, my extended family, and my friends. I call them all my unpaid therapists, right? Because they have,
Pretty good word.
they are actually all my unpaid therapists, and they have helped me a lot. See, my parents, everybody feels that their parents are the best in the world, and actually that is what I say, that my parents are the best in the world, and also because they have given me the best upbringing, and they have instilled in me the quality of gratitude, right, and believing in myself. I think that is why I carry such a strong personality. That is what people say. It's basically, the credit goes to my parents. My brother for being my biggest critique, and but my savior. I call him my savior. My bhabhi, she is the constant support wherever it becomes difficult for me to convince my brother, Ronak. Shivi comes into the picture, my bhabhi, and she takes it all in her control, and then she's able to convince him. This is about my family. Then my extended family, Papa, Mama, not only Papa, Mama, as in my bhabhi's parents. I call them
Okay.
Papa, Mama, yeah. So I would really like to thank them. They call me their elder daughter. They don't only call me their elder daughter, they treat me like one. I'm given that importance in the family. Karan, he's like a brother, he's like a bacha to me. Divij, my nephew. And I'm sorry, I'm taking all the names, right?
No,
Because
no,
I
it's
feel this
all
is the
right.
right platform,
It's all
right?
right.
And then, of course, all my extended family, my mama, Masi, everybody, my cousins, they have been a very strong support system for me, my unpaid therapists, like I said. And then comes my friends. I would quickly like to take their names, starting with Jyoti, and then Tanu, Yukti, Amra, Nivedita ma'am, Mudit, Sandesh, Shikansha, Amita
A
ma'am,
long
and the
list.
list is endless. But yes, they have been with me throughout my journey, be it personally or professionally. I value relationships a lot, and I think I take them very, very seriously. That is why, Shifali, I feel I'm single, because because I take my relationships very, very seriously.
Well, I really believe that relationships are quite important in your journey, and you have a strong one. You have a
Yes,
strong
yes,
support system
yes,
behind
yes,
you.
yes, yes.
Okay, apart from all this, ma'am, what are your areas of interest and what do you love doing? And also, what are your future plans in life?
Uh, Areas of interest, like I said, like I'm an educator by profession, a model by passion, and a writer by heart. So, apart from all this, the one thing that I really look forward to every day is the quality time that I spend with my loved ones. That is my parents, my family, and my friends. Right, that is something I really look up to, because that is my constant dose of motivation. That is what keeps me going. So it is imperative for me, mandatory for me to at least spend a couple of hours with them, no matter how busy I am, even on my working days. I need to spend some time with them. And besides that, I love to sleep. Because I feel that is the best relaxation
So,
that you can
is
give to
that
your
a
mind
part
and
of
your
your
body.
future plan also?
No, now, of course, I would want to enjoy my life, and sleeping is a very important thing. You need to, in order to maintain your charisma and everything, you have to have a good sleep. But yes, besides
Beauty
that, my
sleep
beauty
looks.
sleep, yes. But besides that, yes, I have a lot of plans, Shifali. There are things that I've set a few milestones for myself. That before I hit this age, I want to do this. Before I hit this age, I want to do this. So, by God's grace, I've been able to achieve most of them, but there are still a few in the pipeline which I would not want to divulge. I would really want them to
You'll
achieve.
show us.
Yes.
You'll show
Yes,
us.
I would want to achieve them, and then I would want the world to see.
Okay, okay. I guess this conversation wouldn't be complete if I don't ask you, what is your magical mantra about being so confident in your skin?
Um, okay, my magical mantra is that I would say that I don't. I think nobody can take what belongs to me and what is meant for me, and Shubhra doesn't want to take what is not meant for her and what belongs to others. So what is mine is I am going to get it. I'm sure about it, and I don't want anything that belongs to others or that I'm not destined for.
That's it.
Yes.
You're oozing with so much of confidence that I, sitting here, I'm like, okay, I'll have to be this, I'll have to do that, I'll have to do this. But thank you.
Thank you so much, Shifali. It was indeed a pleasure, and I would really like to thank the entire team of Poetry and You and Lab Academia for
We're
having me
glad to
here.
have you here.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
we'd
so
like to
much.
call you pretty soon again.
I would love to be here. Thank you so much, and I wish the channel and the team huge success. May it grow by leaps and bounds, and you guys are my favorites. Keep rocking. Thank you so much.